Don, how did it feel to be out there? It looked pretty good.
Man, it was honestly, I was just happy to be playing basketball. To be honest, I was making the joke before the game, like I didn't give a damn if the ball went in or not. I was just happy just to be out there running around, guarding, thinking the game, like just having fun playing with my teammates. So on top of that, making the right reads, finding things. I had 4 turnovers, which I wasn't proud of, but just happy to be playing again.
Can you find that fun all the time in an 82-game season, right? Like, it doesn't seem like it's been super fun for the Jazz in general in January, right?
Yeah, it's tough, when you have a lot of things, injuries, COVID, there's so many, and not winning like we used to. Like, this is probably, January is probably the worst stretch I've had in my career, so just getting used to that, like understanding that adversity. It's great when you have guys who've been in the league for so long. They understand, it's not always going to be just up here every night. And I think the biggest thing is, being able to withstand and stay here. And like I said this morning, you just couldn't tell by the mood that, we had lost. We were 2-11, whatever it was. Like, you couldn't tell. And I think that's the mark of a team that's composed and, wants to understands you got to go through adversity to get to the top. And, just having fun with the game. Even in our losses, I can't say our losses were fun, but you look at the effort, like I said before, and the energy is just different. And it shows on a night like tonight where everybody's getting going and hitting shots and going.
Defensively tonight, you guys were great.
Yep.
Why?
Like I said, I wouldn't even just point out tonight. I think tonight was a combination of both great offense, great defense. Denver was last Denver game was huge. Even the Memphis game, like, we were competing. I think that's you compile games like that over and over again. They're going to turn into wins because we're a talented team. We've got talented players and guys, and I really think Trent, JB, D House when he was there, EP, Rudy Gay, like those guys, Doak, like really raised our level. It started, like I really noticed at the Phoenix game, the first one, kind of the odds are against us in that game, and you just look at the way those guys competed, and now you got us, Mike coming back into being even a better leader than he was before, just myself coming back, Bojan, having a double-double, and like these are the nights we're going to continue to have as long as we continue to put the work in on both ends of the floor.
Even though you were frustrated being out for that long, do you think the rest might have done you good?
We'll see at the end of the year. No, but it's one of those things you can look at it like that. I've definitely tried to allow myself to think that way. It's good to kind of give your body time, but I'm naive. Not naive. I'm just I'd rather just be out there. But I think I said in the back, like my legs haven't felt that fresh in a long time. So I think it's definitely helped. But I got to continue to get back into game shape. I only played 21 minutes tonight, ran in the back after, like just getting back into, getting to those 33, 36 nights and, being able to play throughout on both ends.
You had that stretch early in the third quarter where you dropped like 12 points, like 3 or 4 in bed. Mm-hmm. What does it feel like when you're like that kind of locked in and just kind of feeling the game kind of be like that?
A lot of it was just easy looks, catch and shoot. I think those are the opportunities I haven't really got much this year. Much of last year, I think I got a lot more. I could be wrong, but I just feel like tonight was just just catching in rhythm, taking the same shots I was when I was working out. Just being able to just get in rhythm in that way, and seeing the ball go in on your first 2 shots or whatever it was definitely helps. So just getting easy looks, making the game easy for myself. My teammates make it easy for me. So when the shots start to fall, you have the confidence to start continuing to let it fly.
How has your no-look pass kind of developed over the course of your career?
I used to do it too much back when I was in high school and college, just to do a flashy play. So for now, it's kind of just evolved into it. A lot of it is just being able to, people talk about, being able to pass fake, ball fake, but eye fake is a real thing too. Being able to, especially when we shoot so well, if I'm looking at the 3, 9 times out of 10, you're going to think that somebody's out there. And then Royce was the first one where he cuts, gets a backdoor layup. Like, it helps when you have shooters like that because everybody's looking at the 3, and the guy slashes, and I'm able to do that or look this way and know that someone's coming there. And it's just kind of slowing the game down and us playing together as a team and reading each other.
What are the most important things you think this team needs to build in the second half of the season or address going the second half to be the team you want to be come playoff time?
I think you look at tonight, the way we played and competed defensively, the way we were connected on offense. We're still without Rudy, without JC. Obviously, we're going to be without Joe. Like I said, the biggest thing was our bench guys. They really have turned up another level. And I think it's allowed us to go out there and like Trent Forrest has been phenomenal. And he's going to be a guy that's going to be crucial for us, especially with Joe being out. Like, he's been phenomenal. EP, that's going to be huge for us. And also just competing the way we have been the past few weeks. It looks great. Tonight felt great, when you get a winning result out of the way we've been playing tonight and last game. So if we continue to do that at a high level, we'll be in good shape.
So what do you, when you say competing, what specifically you look at?
Like,
what's that look like? What's that feel
like? You look at, you get into a possession. I'll talk defensively. Cam Thomas hit some tough shots tonight, but Doak running out there and contesting it, and then guys coming in and crashing. Even though the shot goes in, we're not thinking about, obviously in the game you are, but you also look back on film and it's like, okay, do we get a contest in January? Do we get early January things? Do we do that? Do we get those hits? Do I run in, for instance, I gave a rebound to James Johnson. Those can't happen. That's what you got to look at. Even the shots go in, shots don't go in, as far as on defense, that's what you look at. Being able to compete, fighting over screens, getting the rear contest. Guys are going to hit shots. That's the NBA, but that is, where we kind of measure ourselves, continuously game by game. And then offensively, being able to play with the pass. We could go 0 for 50 from 3, but if we're getting open shots and getting good looks, that's the level of competition that you want to be at. I think we've done a good job of that. Although our record the past month didn't really reflect that, I think we did a solid job of that. And sometimes, it's not going to be easy. It's going to feel a little weird, but when you start to continue to believe in it and continue to go do what we've been doing, you have nights like tonight, and we got to keep going.
Talk about all the good things that you guys have been building on over the last few weeks, despite the record. That's creating good momentum for you. There's a real chance that the team could be disrupted in many ways at the trade deadline. So how would that impact the things that you're putting together with this group if the group's not the same?
I think this would be my fifth one, and all of them have been different. I think the biggest thing, and I actually said the best thing about having pros in the locker room and vets like this who've been around the league is, that's not really a thought. It doesn't allow it to become a thing. Even when we were, we had, even in the month we had, it was never you could tell it was never a thought. And I think that's just how you got to go about it. We got to go out there and do our jobs every day. Everybody, 1 through 15, and I think we've done a great job as a group doing that. And I think it's easy to kind of look at and hear everything, and and kind of be like, man, sulk individually and be like, or be nervous, and it's life, and we all understand it. But the best part about the group we have and being the pros that we have, we're every day we're locked in and ready to go, and that's why I said this morning, the energy we have in the morning, just being able to be joking, laugh, and get out there having that chemistry. That's what makes this group so special.
You talked about Doak. He's got some extra run here in the last few games. What have you seen out of him?
Man, I'm happy for him. He got the start tonight. He's just being able, one thing, he's learning the plays, and learning where to be, learning where guys like stuff. And one thing I told him, I said, look, you're going to mess up. It's going to happen. But the thing about Doak is he messes up at 125%. And I think we all love that. And, I told him, I said, the offense and the rebounding was great, but his best play was when he went out and it wasn't even his assignment, and he contested a corner 3 in the first half. That was your best play. And that goes back to your question about the competition and competing. We're going to mess up. Everybody's going to have mistakes, but having each other's back. And, Doak was phenomenal. He's been playing well, even really since he started in Denver. He's building that confidence and, continuing to get used to everything and running the floor. I tried to find him early, I missed it, but he's running, he's there, he knows where he wants to be, and it's great to see him out there, playing well and playing hard like he always has been.
Is it strange not to have Quinn out there?
Yeah, I can't say I don't think I've had a game where Quinn wasn't out there. Maybe in Charlotte a few years ago where he got thrown out, but that was it. But that was for 40 seconds. But when you have, like I said, man, when you have a bunch of guys that's been with each other and know what to do, in the situations where we get up a lot, they make a run. We come back to the timeout, we're all speaking to each other. We know what we got to do to fix it. It makes Alex Jensen's life easier, but he's been phenomenal stepping in. The coaches have been great. And then when Quinn gets back, when everybody gets back, it's just time to take it to another level. And I feel like we've been doing that slowly but surely.
What do you think that Quinn is like watching games in isolation?